The MILKRUN app is said to be the future, flipping the grocery game on its head with instant delivery. You can get your fresh Aussie produce and your favourite brands delivered to your doorstep in 10 minutes or less, believe it or not. CEO of Retail Doctor Group, Brian Walker, joins us live in Sydney to break it all down. Brian, thanks for coming on the show. So how does this MILKRUN app...
Pleasure, Richard.
How does it work?
Well, this is the instant commerce, as they call it, and this app enables customers to get groceries delivered within a period of 10 to 15 minutes. And in some cases, like DoorDash, Gorilla in Europe, Vogel, they can get alcohol, groceries, produce. And it works simply because these businesses are setting up what's called dark stores. And a dark store is a shop or a warehouse distribution centre 10 to 15 minutes away from you or I. That basically your app orders online and it gets delivered to you at home within that period. So it's the world of fast commerce.
But groceries delivered instantly, 10 minutes? It takes me that long to go to Woolies and stuff by the time you park and do all that. How's it possible?
Absolutely. Well, it's revolutionising the way that we think about shopping, and retailers are concerning themselves now with what's called the last mile fulfilment models. So by the use of tech, GPS tracking, it enables you or I to place that order. It goes to fundamentally a rider, so think of an Uber Eats model for groceries or alcohol in Vogel's case, and think of it simply that way. A guy or a lady gets on a bike, takes your order online and immediately packs it from the dark store and rides their way to you. And this MILKRUN, for example, started by Danny Kilham, who's koala mattress fame, and they too do this sort of short delivery run. So it's changing the way we can shop. It's
incredible. So fresh produce being, hand selected and delivered to our homes. How much does this cost?
Well, they've got a delivery fee. I believe MILKRUN's around $2.99, and then they try to match their prices to the market, to the supermarket business, which in this country is a $100 billion business. And MILKRUN's aiming for about 10% of that. They've got 42 centres, but yes, it's a small fee of around $3.
Is there a limit to how many items you can order?
I think there's some limitation to the amount you can order because the rider actually carries it on their back, if you like, on their bike. But you can get frequent reruns and frequent orders, as I understand it. So it's that perfect top-up solution. In Europe, for example, there's a business called Gorilla that does this, has a value of $1.4 billion. Now, these businesses are interesting. And MILKRUN's interesting too because, Richard, they employ their own employees as distinct from contractors. So it's a pretty expensive model for the MILKRUN business. They've got to grow scale, grow customers, and that's what they're intent on doing.
The way my lot eat, the rider would be going backwards and forwards all day. Hey, should we be choosing MILKRUN?
Richard, for that... I was just going to say, for that top-up ice cream that you want after dinner, you get onto MILKRUN, and there it is. You don't even have to store it in your fridge. They'll store it for you.
You know me well. Hey, well, you don't actually, but you got me in 1 minute. Hey, it's really interesting, and you can't help feeling that this is the way of the future. Brian, thanks for coming on the show and chatting to us. It's fascinating, isn't it? Huh?
Yeah.
Really interesting. Thank you, sir.
Always a pleasure, Richard.
Cheers,
Always
man.
enjoyable.